Hello and welcome to another video of time series forecasting. In this video, I'm going to talk about different types of data that we normally encounter. In particular, I'm going to talk about three types of data, although there may be other types of data as well. Generally, we deal with three types of data. The first is called time series data, then there is cross-sectional data, and then there is panel data. Time series data is if n is the number of entities or numbers of individuals of interest. For example, in the case of Google stock prices, and we are talking about Google stock prices alone, the number of entity is 1. So we are observing only one entity. And we are observing this data over the period of time. It could be daily data set, it could be monthly data set, or it could be yearly stock price. So we have one individual and we're going to observe that individual over multiple time periods. So in this case, we are dealing with time series data. So again, in time series data, we have just one entity and we observe the data of that entity over the period of time. Similarly, if you are interested in electricity demand in Boone, we have just one city, Boone, and we observe electricity demand in Boone over the period of time. So in this case, it will be called time series data. And in this class, we'll be strictly dealing with time series data alone. The next type of data is called cross-sectional data. And in this type of data, we have multiple entities and we observe those entities in a single point in time. That is, it's a snapshot of these multiple entities in one particular time period. For example, we may say that what is the GDP per capita of US states in 2020. So see here we are saying the year is 2020, that is time period is just one, and we are talking about multiple entities, in this case 50 US states. So this type of data is called cross-sectional data. And in one of my other classes, Applied Econometrics, I use cross-sectional data in particular. And the third type of data is called panel data. And in this type of data, there are multiple entities, for example, multiple states, and we observe those states over multiple time periods. For example, from 1990 to 2020. So see here, there are multiple time periods and there are multiple entities in this data set. So this data set will be called the panel data set. In this class, we are focusing on time series data alone. So for your final project and any tools that you will learn in this class, those tools will be applied only to time series data. You cannot apply the same tools on cross-sectional or panel data, and these type of data require its own tools and its own models. So the techniques and the methods of forecasting that you will learn in this class, those will be applied only to time series. So whenever you start any analysis, this is the very first question that you should ask: what type of data I am dealing with? And then choose the appropriate tools. Alright, in the next video, I'm going to talk about different frequencies, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about forecasting. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.